done this one where it was the overhand weave turning like this. And now the idea would be you would turn back to underhand and then go under that way. So then I end up here. Does that make sense? In a previous lesson, yes. Now, the difference between what you just did and what I did in the combination was, I did a 360, and then either a 360 with 180 more, which I guess is a, what is that, 1680, 540? Or, is that the right math? So you do a 360 and then either a 180 or a 180 and a 360 and then a 180 so that you end up in underhand. And then you do a 360 and then either a 360 and a 180 or just a 180 to get back to overhand. But you're definitely doing at least one 360 in between. So it's 2 times under from overhand, then 2 times under from underhand. And it's just a matter of how many times you turn in between. So the first way, if I'm here like this, it would be go all the way around. So you keep going. It's not like you go under the leg again. But then as you're coming around again, you get ready to lift up the leg so that you can go right underneath it again to come to this side. So that's 1.5 turns total. And then from here, you shift the weight onto the left leg after you've, because you were coming under the left leg here. You land, you're going to shift onto your left leg, and then you're going to come under your right from behind, going that way. And then same thing, you did the 360 and then the 180. So 360, where you come all the way around to the weave turnaround, then you get ready to go under again, and then you're here in underhand, and then from the underhand you do just like that. You come under, turn, and then you go into the overhand weave, and then as you're about to do that underbeat, when you go from over to under, you lift the leg to go around again. When you are underhand here, okay, so if I'm underhand here, ignoring the left hand, just doing the right one. My right hand goes under the leg when it goes under the left arm. So instead of going over under the arm, it's going to go, under over the arm and then home. As it's going from the home position to the away position, that's when it goes under. And then when you come around again, you go over, under the leg and under the arm, over, under the leg and under the arm, over, under the leg and under the arm. So imagine you're doing the weave with the other hand. Right, so just start with doing the weave, but with the other hand holding the poi. I want you to hold the poi in your hand and spin the right poi, and then pretend you're doing the weave turnaround and just do a bigger circle to start out with. Then you can go under the leg as you're turning. And then do big circles with the right arm so that you have more time, because the bigger you make the circle, the more time you have. Exactly. So the reason I started connecting these two together was because I wanted to do something like a switchback, but not really do a switchback. And the thing that I like about the switchback is you're going all the way around one way, and then you switch back the other way, so you're balancing out your cochlea and you don't get dizzy. So if you do 2 under the leg from overhand, and then 2 under the leg from underhand, you've done 1.5 turns in each direction, which sort of balances out in the end, right? So this is the 1.5, and then 1.5. And I switched. I did a right turn into a left. I'll show you what you're doing versus what I'm hoping for you to do. Okay, so what you're doing is this. I'm gonna face this way actually, so you can see the side going under the leg. You're going from the overhand weave, you're coming around, then you're coming to this side, then back to this side, and then under the leg. Versus doing this, where you come under the leg, all the way around, under the leg, all the way around, under the leg, all the way around, and not going back to the other side of the body. So if I showed you that from this side, I want you to do this where you go under the leg, come around, under the leg, come around, under the leg. And then it's the same thing from underhand. When you're doing it from underhand, what's happening is you're going under and around, then coming to this side before going under again. And what I'd like you to do is to come under, around, under, around. That was that thing I was saying before, where as you're coming around this turn, as you go over to under, you have to lift the leg to come under and around. Ideally without tripping on yourself. Or you're spinning your right poi, because it's your right poi going under either the right leg or the left leg the entire time. And then I want you to move the arms so that you can actually feel the whole pattern, right? So it would be over, under the leg, turn all the way around, over, turning while you go under, and come around. So then as you get to the second side, to under, immediately you shift your weight into the left leg, and then as you come from the left side to the right side, you're on top with the right hand, you bring the poi from the left side of the body to the right side, you lift the leg and you come all the way around, you end up on top again, then you're gonna lift the leg as you're swinging and turning toward your left and come under it again. I think it's helpful to just get that part of it without the other poi, where you can do the 360, come around, 180, come around, 360 from underhands, come around, 180. I missed both of my underhands there. Let me try that again. And now you just need to all you do is put the two of those together. Right? It's always going to be the right poi. So then go in overhand, it is under the left leg. In underhand, it's under the right leg. We're doing outside turns. We're turning on the outside of the standing leg. So when you're turning to the right, you're on the right leg, turning to the outside of the leg. Thus, you're lifting the other one. And then when you're underhand, you're turning to the left on the left leg, thus lifting the right one. I mean, that's the way I prefer to do turns. I prefer to do my right turns on my right leg and my left turns on my left leg. Although there are always exceptions, it still is I feel stronger that way.